past, fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now, get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, I know that this has been a well-anticipated series, and well, yeah. I basically posted a video talking about UI Deku. In that video, I explained certain problems I had with sticking to the main story. And I asked about a coin flip situation, which I'm going to be doing. Now, let us begin. Heads, the series stays the same. On canon, tails, it changes. Yes! Oh my god. I was actually nervous as shit about that. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. I do believe I have everything I needed. Now, that actually did take me a little bit of time. I believe about 10 minutes, 15. So I should actually be able to do this series. And actually, I don't think I should tell you guys about that one yet. Anyways, let's begin then. We will start with Future Trunks. A trip he has taken to the past. It has caused something. A weird fluctuation within the timelines. Now, this version of Future Trunks, however, he does not end up in the regular Dragon Ball worlds. He crash lands, you could say, or I put that in air quotes as crash lands, within a version of the Dragon Ball world completely different from his own. He came here expecting to take down, or at least seek help, dealing with the android threat in his timeline. Now, Trunks, he faced a problem. Whenever he landed and began to try and seek out power levels, he was kind of confused. Looking around, he can tell that the area he's in is a barren wasteland. He's within the right year. That or possibly the time machine did not work. The clock that displays what year he's in may just be broken. However, he actually does begin to look around, and begin to try and sense power levels. That's strange. These power levels are weaker. What is it? That power level. It feels strange. Where have I felt it before? Now, as Trunks actually does think this is what happens. As he begins to try and seek out the Z Fighters, he eventually does come across some interference. Mainly, the problem of Goku. Within this timeline, Goku, is a bit different. He is insane. The man thought to be the, hope of the future, is an absolute psychopath. Future Trunks finds him butchering and slaughtering people within cities. Now, while Goku is doing this, he's blasting away with a sadistic smile on his face. Future Trunks, kind of surprised. Now, as Trunks actually does decide to engage this enemy, he does not think tactically about it. As soon as he does begin to try and rush his opponent, destroying and killing innocent people, the opponent is actually able to turn and immediately blast away at him. Now, Trunks and Goku begin a battle. Trunks not going Super Saiyan. Now, as these two begin to fight, Trunks finds that this Goku, he is indeed strong. Both these two dodging and going back and forth against each other. Goku having more martial arts knowledge and training, he is able to actually lay down a beating in Trunks. However, Trunks does at least have some edge and power. Now, Trunks is immediately able to create a smoke screen, blasting away at the dirt in front of Goku before immediately blitzing forwards, smashing Goku directly into his face before trying to take off, flying away into the distance. Goku being sent flying after the kick and smashing into a building, which proceeded to collapse. Him getting up and screaming out in anger. "Damn it! You ruined my fun?" Finally, the first battle I have that I was actually any enjoyment within years. Not since I snapped the bald one's neck. Now, Goku begins to try and follow Trunks. However, Trunks deploys his time machine, gets in, and immediately tries to set a course for the past. Something must be wrong here. This version of Goku, he's got to be, well, the wrong one. Did they face a threat like him before? No. Goku was never evil. All the stories he's heard. Trunks beginning to try and actually press some buttons. Him sort of panicking. However, Goku comes flying in. As soon as he does come flying in, he's able to immediately smash into the side of the time machine. With his hands, he begins to try and push it. Trunks looking down and seeing him do this. Now, the Goku here begins to start laughing, pushing against it before trying to knock the time machine over. Screaming that Trunks is a fun opponent. They should fight more. In fact, he will fight him until he is bored. Then he'll just kill him. Now, as Trunks, well, the time machine goes toppling over, he accidentally smashes his hand against a button. Him not even paying attention, beginning to try and still put in different coordinates, before pressing what he needs to. Now, Trunks unknowingly smashed a few different buttons, them sending him outside of the Dragon Ball loop, or basically the edge of the Dragon Ball universe. Something similar to his world existing. Humans do maintain Ki. However, he also may be somewhere within the far future. Now, Trunks does arrive here and actually begin to try and calm down. Looking at the age and seeing that he's somewhere within the 21st to 23rd century. Him sort of freaking out. Crap, crap, crap. Where am I? Oh no, this is not good. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's good at least. He didn't damage anything important. Shit. Am I gonna have to deal with this threat on my own? Okay. You have one more tank of gas for the last trip. You can head back, and you and Mom can try and figure out what to do. But that man, that was not Goku, was it? No. With that being said, Trunks does actually try and figure this all out, before making his final jump back. Now, Trunks inadvertently created a timeline. Whenever Trunks jumped to this timeline, Deku's timeline was created. It's being a branching off point, or at least an origin point, branching off of this event. Basically like basically like the butterfly effect. I cannot talk right now. Now, he didn't directly create Deku's universe. However, he is going to be held responsible. Now then, let us cut back over to Deku. Deku, he is somewhat just trying to meditate, focusing on his ki. Now, as Deku is trying to do that, he actually does begin to have a small ki field, at least begin to cover his body. Or at least his aura. Now, while this is going on, you do have Inko and Hisashi. Both of them actually just watching Deku. Inko floating in the air as she actually is meditating. Along with Hisashi at least, in the backyard doing some one-handed push-ups, with some weight strapped to his legs and onto his arm. Now, as Hisashi is going down and coming back up, he is barely making a sound. Inko and Deku need absolute concentration. Deku's aura being the only sound you can really hear, other than birds chirping and the occasional cars passing by. Now, as this is all going on, Midoriya does take a deep breath in, before taking a deep breath out. This being somewhat strange. Deku's clearing his mind. And then there's that feeling. His quirk activating. That slight reflex quirk. Now, as soon as it does activate Midoriya, he holds on to this funny feeling, trying to understand what it is. Now, Deku is able to hold on to the Omen form. However, he does not hold on to it for very long. Hisashi, whenever he does come down this time, the muscle in his arm cramps up, and he falls backwards onto his back. As soon as he does so, that loud sound makes Midoriya immediately open his eyes. And as soon as he does so, he immediately looks to the direction that sound came from. This shocking both Inko and Hisashi whenever this is Midoriya basically blinked in that direction. The tree behind Hisashi, a large branch of it was cut out of midair. It was hanging low, but now it's on the ground. And it's somewhat covering Hisashi. Now, as soon as he actually does get up, he does look at it, picking up the side of the branch where it was cut off of. That's strange. Sorry, Dad. Oh, that's nothing to be sorry about, son, but impressive. It seems like your strange quirk. It might have something to do with this. Along with your training. It's weird. I don't think I've ever seen someone as strong as him. Is it really possible? But he doesn't give off a energy source. Or ki source? I can't sense my own son. That's strange. Is this some sort of opposite power? No, I don't think that's how it works. Damn it. We don't have enough knowledge about ki. Now, as Hisashi is thinking that, we do have somebody who's actually paying attention. This being one of the changes popping up to Midoriya's worlds. The god of destruction. While they are sleeping, the angel in charge was paying attention. They watched Midoriya because of his strange power. They sensed God Ki coming off of him, or at least immeasurable power coming off of this human. Now, Midoriya, he did actually have a small problem. Vados wasn't too sure whether or not this young boy truly had the power of Ultra Instinct. So she began to watch him. Every time he's activated this power, it shows signs of it. That is not possible. The boy is activated more and more every single day. However, there's something strange. She knew it was Ultra Instinct whenever Midoriya mastered it for the first time. And his hair turned white. She took her discovery of this Ultra Instinct child, or mortal, to her father, the Grand Priest. He did not know what to say. He was both intrigued and curious at the same time. As soon as he began to watch Deku, that is whenever Deku suffered the backlashes of this power. And the Grand Priest knew that if this boy is to be strong and master this ability, he might become a proper god of destruction for their universe. Him informing Vados to try and establish contact, and to not be too hasty. That if she is going to approach them, do so carefully. The extent of this boy's power is still unknown, and if he dies from usage of his powers and or abilities, well, then they will lose their most successful candidate so far for God Destruction. Now, with that being said, Vados does actually begin to make her way over to Earth. She leaves the Grand Priest Palace, then begins to make her way to Earth. I want to say that trip would still be 30 minutes, even though this is a different world. Actually, yeah, that does make sense. Actually, no, wait, let's change that. She heads over to the Supreme Kai's world first. Now, once she heads over there, she begins to discuss things with the Kaioshin. And try and understand what is going on. Now, as the conversations begin, Vados begins to inform them of this human. And she actually is able to get a bit of a closer look. The daily life of this boy, watching as he was meditating. One day, then the next day, he tried to physically battle his father. You can tell that boy has a lot of things going through his mind whenever he is fighting. Him and his dad look like they're fighting on par. However, you do see faint glimpses of Midoriya slipping into Ultra Instinct for 1 second. The boy is unaware that he is constantly triggering that power. So, it seems like he is going to be stronger than she imagined. If he is already a strong mortal or a human right now, then when this boy's powers fully mature, there is no telling what he might be able to do. It seems like his body can only handle about less than 50% power increase. His power can only be maximized by 50% at this point. If he goes any higher, or masters Ultra Instinct once again, and that multiplier begins to try and rapidly increase, the boy might be able to die. Or his body might tear itself apart again. Now, with that being said, she begins to make her way to Earth. After observing Midoriya for 3 to 4 months. Now, whenever she does actually get to Earth, she tries to make a bit of an identity for herself. Her just creating money and basically buying a place to live. Trying to understand Earth culture a little bit better. And in the process, inadvertently becoming a pro-hero. Now, Vados inadvertently becomes a pro-hero. This being how she begins to understand Earth culture more. She understands things that this boy does, and, well, his obsession with pro-heroes. The number one hero, All Might, he actually does show great prowess and strength. If she had to rank him, she'd have to say that his power level is possibly somewhere between 1,000 to possibly even 5,000. She does not know exactly. The man appears to be holding back. Now then. With that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing night. I'll catch you guys in the next part.